remember coming up with the name Redeemer. When we sat with Tirumeni and decided about the name, how we all came to the conclusion that we should name the church or the congregation as Redeemer. When they said Redeemer, I said, yeah, that's where I come from. So Tirumeni also said, yes, Holy Redeemer Dada.
Redeemer has been such a positive experience for not just our church, but just my family and even for myself. Even my husband says that there's been a change in me in just the year that we've been part of this church. I see it in my son. Just one thing that stands out to me is that the Bethany band night, just to see him just purely praising the Lord with his hands and his feet and his voice, that's more than what any mother or father could hope for their child, is just pure childlike faith.
We have a bigger sense of family. We're more well connected. No one's really left out in anything. Communication-wise, Saj and Jachin, I see his email 3 times a week. We all have our group chats, whether it be the women's fellowship, men's fellowship, youth fellowship.
If anyone knew me growing up, I absolutely loved music. But then you find yourself stopping for whatever reason, whether it be life or just other things. But having this worship team be a part of my life has changed me. I find myself smiling every time I see a GroupMe message or hearing a new song saying I have to have the worship team listen to that.
We left India a few years back, and my children had grown up outside India. So I had this experience of having grown up in a Marthoma church, and I wanted them also to have that experience. And I felt it was important for them also to know the Marthoma service.
In regards to our Sunday school, I see a fire in our kids that you wouldn't normally think you would see in kids these days. They absolutely love coming to Sunday school. They love being leaders in the Sunday school assembly. They love coming to class. I teach 3rd grade, and those kids just have questions all the time and are constantly wanting to learn about the Bible and about different stories that we teach them.
The beauty of our Redeemer is that our main congregation is the little children, and our actual service begins with those Sunday school children. When we have Sunday school worship, that's where actually the worship begins for them and for us. And when they come into the church, though they are standing among everybody else, they really feel as if, okay, this is an extension of the Sunday school that they just had. And I really believe that in years to come, when all these children grow up, I'm sure the Lord will have a house full of children for us.
I see so much potential in our church, and this one year has been about finding our place, figuring it out. And for the next year, just like a baby, in the first year you're just learning how to crawl and stand and walk, and now that we're walking, I really want to see Redeemer grow even more, even in the next year. And one thing I really want to see is us really pushing the limit as far as getting out there, literally being in the streets and doing more for the people that are not in this church right now.
It's been a great year here at Redeemer. We've made a lot of progress as a church as a whole. We've set some new trends. I know cake is a big thing in our church. We still have a lot of things on our to-do list to finish, to start. But here's to another great year at Redeemer.
I pray that we continue to just love each other and walk with God, and we celebrate every milestone and every triumph and every joy and every trial that our church has. And happy birthday, Redeemer.
Finally, I would like to say, wishing Redeemer a very, very happy first anniversary, and may there be many, many more years to come.